There are even young ex-Muslims out there that they grow up on social media and they think that being ex-Muslim is being a pop star and getting attention.
Okay. So I don't I have to challenge this claim. I don't know any ex-Muslims who think that becoming an ex-Muslim on social media is like becoming a pop star, right? And so we need people who come out with a real identity and like, hey, it's me and this is me and I'm ex-Muslim and blah blah blah. The amount of hatred and sort of repercussions to your life from coming out and talking about ex-Muslim, talking about Islam is, I mean, you can just be canceled. Like this whole thing is a big risk to everyone involved. I mean, that's what Sam Harris was saying too. He said, you guys, you don't realize it, but like when I talk about Islam, like it hurts me more than it benefits me. People want to cancel me, and I just like, what does he get out of it? It's just a massive risk you take. People that do this, they do it because they care about it. And that's what I told John when John was asking me if he should do this Hindu thing, right? I told him, bro, don't do it for the money. Do it if you believe in it. Because what's going to happen is if you're just doing it for the money, you're going to burn out. And I said the same thing with my channel. If I was doing this for the money, I would have burned out a long time ago. And I am ever so grateful that I'm at the point now. I'm at the point now where I can actually, to some extent, even though I lost the ads now, I can actually hire people to help me. That is such an amazing feeling that it's now a team, that we now have the Abdullah Samir team, not just Abdullah Samir doing everything himself. Like I have someone that's I don't know if I'm allowed, I guess I can't say his name, but he's in India and he's doing research for me. He's a research assistant. I have a friend that does thumbnails. I have a friend and branding. Like I have people helping me with editing, like, and I'm paying these people, right? I'm paying them money so that their hard work is paid back, right? Because I'm making money off this, I can pay people, right? I mean, isn't that the success story we all want? That you start off doing something as a hobby and it becomes a real thing that you can survive on, and you can actually, have people that, I mean, this guy told me in India that he bought himself a new phone. Like he was so happy. Like, I mean, I'm not paying him like a huge amount of money, but I mean, it helped him, right? And I'm so grateful. This is what I did with when I was Muslim. I hired people in Egypt to help me split the Quran, and I created verse by verse Quran. That was one of my biggest accomplishments, right? Other than light upon light. And it was an accomplishment because it wasn't just me. It was me. I created a business, which was a web hosting business. And from the income from the web hosting, I used that to hire these guys in Egypt, right? And I got a bit of donations too. But I mean, we did more than just imagine going through the Quran verse by verse. And each Quran recitation is 24 hours plus, right? Some of them 48 hours or so. And all they have to do is they have to keep clicking this button every time the ayah changes to the next one, right? I mean, that's a lot of work. And I was paying them $100, $50 to $100 US per recitation, but they were doing it for the sake of Allah, so to speak, right? So I was proud of that. It was something that I did that was more than just myself. And that's what I want this channel to become. I don't want it to be only me. I want a team. Like I want to build this up so that that it becomes something bigger than just me. And that's one of my goals, right? And I'm that's what I want to be. And so when you say ex-Muslims are doing this for attention, and like we want attention for a cause, for what we're talking about. We do want attention. I do want attention. If I'm saying that, I'm, and I said this many times, that I'm safe in the West. I'm grateful that my wife is a convert, and she doesn't have Muslim family members that pressured her into leaving me. I'm grateful for the fact that my family is liberal and I'm safe in Canada and I can talk about these things. I'm grateful for all of this shit. You don't understand. But I was that, religious Muslim, and I know what type of sacrifices you can make. And I made those sacrifices completely on my own, of my own willpower. Nobody brainwashed me. I brainwashed myself. So I don't want anyone else to be brainwashed, right? And so this is why I do this thing. It gives me, as an atheist, I don't believe in the next life, but it gives me satisfaction. It gives me happiness to know that what I'm doing is actually having an impact in the world. It gives me a good feeling to know that, like, all of these people, that either they left Islam, They didn't convert to Islam, including John, by the way. John actually, thanked me for my content as well. Or people told me they did, they became less religious. Like one of my friends, he wasn't going to buy a house on mortgage, and he told me that now he's decided to buy a house on mortgage. I'm so happy for him because he's a Muslim man, he has kids, and I asked him, well, how did you end up buying a house when it's haram, right? And he's like, I'm a little bit doubtful, some of the things we were discussing and all that, and I'm so, and I don't want my daughter to not have a house, right? So I want her to have something. And so I'm like, I'm so happy for you, man. I'm glad you're being a little bit skeptical about these things. But this is my goal. Like, I just have a big mouth and a tough skin and a thick skin, I can't shut up. It just can't, and you're talking about, people like John say, yo, what good are you doing in the world? Dude, my life has improved 100 times since I left Islam. My life has improved 100 times. I'm so much better off now. Like, how can you ask me what good are you doing? Like I'm doing what I want to do with my life, which is helping people, right? And they do thank me for that. If you go to my blog and you look at, people are saying thank you. Anyways, let's get back to intro's video. um I think there's a lot to unpack here. Pa, pa, pa.
That's fine. I was cool with that for a little bit. Like if you want to make ex-Muslim a trend or whatever, I was cool with that. Whatever. Do to each your own. You raise awareness. Do your thing. But there just comes a point where it's like, why am I bashing this God? Why am I bashing this religion? Like I really don't understand what the point of waking up in the morning and it's like, I'm just gonna bash the hell out of line. You're not adding value into somebody else's life.
Okay, I don't get what the point is of waking up in the morning and saying, I'm going to bash this religion, and you're not adding value to anyone's life. Good morning. I am Abdullah Samir, and we today are going to bash Islam. Muhammad was you know what? He was this and he was that. Hey guys, today's episode we're gonna bash Islam some more. Let's start bashing. Like, do we do that? Like, what we do is we talk about things that affect our world. Islam is not an abstract idea, it's something that people implement in their lives. You, my friend, you talk to that fellow from Hizb ut-Tahrir, Mazin Abdul Azim, the guy that I told you what he said about me. He said, you are gonna die on the streets, addicted to drugs in the gutter. That's what's gonna happen to you. You said you're an enemy of Allah. You're scum. Basically, I'm scum. I'm trash, and I'm gonna end up lonely, miserable, depressed on the sides of the street, smoking, I don't know what, doing drugs, doing heroin or something. This is what Mazin Abdul Azim, the Hizb ut-Tahrir lead in Canada, that's what he said to me on Facebook. So this is not an abstract thing that we're talking about. We're talking about a real thing that hurts people. Mazin wants to bring back the Islamic State. He wants to bring back this evil fascist system that would have my head, that would send assassins to kill me, just like Muhammad sent assassins to kill his political opponents. Right? Why me? Who am I? Am I a nobody? Like, I'm some guy talking about Islam online. Why do I have to be killed? I'm a literal nobody. Like, there's no need to kill me. Like, I'm just sharing my points of view online, man. Like, yet, according to this evil ideology, I deserve to be killed. I deserve to be killed. Meaning, if they could kill me, they would kill me and they would not think about it. They would gladly hang me, right? Or poison me, or whatever. Like, behead me. I guess that's the choice of Islamic terrorists. Do you not think I would be dead if I was in a Muslim country right now? Or at least rotting in jail? I know I would be. Why? What did I do that's so dangerous? Nothing. I just said what I think. Right? And apparently the truth is a dangerous thing sometimes, So hell yeah, we're gonna bash Islam, man. It needs to be bashed. Someone needs to do it. Those poor people like Sheriff Gaber. Look what he had to give up to do this. He's in a miserable hell now and he can't leave that place. Look what happened to Mashal Khan. Look what happened to all of these people, man. How many ex-Muslims kill themselves because they can't do anything. Like, they're stuck, man. You need people like me and Haris Sultan Abdullah Gondal. We have to do this because no one else can do this. Who's going to do this, man? Seriously. There's nobody else. We people in America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, we got to do this. Because if we don't, they won't be able to do it. Like, we got to do this, man. We have to bash Islam. We're not just bashing for the fun of it, man. I don't do this shit for fun. Although it is fun sometimes, I have to tell you that. It is fun. It gives me a bit of therapy, you know? I want to thank the Abdullah Samir team for all your support. Those of you who aren't part of the team yet, click join now below to support normalizing dissent. Click the support link for more details. This is your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim, Abdullah Samir, signing out.